So now we are going to talk about converting between mixed numbers and improper fractions. So before we switched improper fractions into mixed, and now we're going to learn how to do the opposite. If you have not done so yet, make sure that you have corrected your past section and shown Mr. Both how you did. So converting between mixed numbers and improper fractions. Here is our example. So Kenra watched a TV program for 1.5 hours. Garnet watched a 5-hour program. Sorry, let's try that again. Watched 5 half-hour programs. Who watched TV for a longer time? So first of all, we're going to figure out 1.5 hours. Now, Ms. Both is going to use circles to represent our half hours. So I'm going to put Kenra. It is Kendra. It's Kenda. I'll get it right one of these times. So Kenra, I was to represent her TV watching in circles. I know that they are going to equal halves each. And I know that I have one fully used up, so we'll shade all that in. And I have half of another. Alright. Now, Garnet watched 5 half-hour programs. So, he's also going to have half. Now, he watched 5, so we're coloring 5 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just like that, I can see that Garnet actually watched TV for a longer time. So sometimes pictures are a great way to demonstrate what fractions mean, or what mixed and improper fractions mean, even though they look different, that they can mean similar things. So let's learn how to turn a mixed number into an improper fraction. So just like we had before, we had a trick to help us remember. In this case, the trick is mad. So make mixed numbers mad by changing them into improper fractions. So just like I did before, I'm going to show this example down here while I explain. So we're starting off with our mixed number, which is 1 and 1/4, 1/4. Alrighty. So my first step says multiply. Multiply the whole number by the denominator. So I'm going to take my 7 and times by my 4, which equals 28. My next step says add the product and the numerator. So the product is the answer in my multiplication, which is 28. And I'm going to add 1 to it, because that is my numerator. Okay, and that equals 29. Now the sum is your new numerator, so I now know that 29 is my numerator. And the last step is denominator stays the same. So my denominator before was 4, is going to stay as 4. So 7 1/4 is the same as 29 over 4. Alrighty, let's practice. So write each mixed number as an improper fraction. So I'm going to follow my mad steps. So first, m is to multiply. So I'm going to multiply my whole number by my denominator, which is 1 times 6, which equals 6. Now I'm going to add the product of that answer to my numerator, so 6 plus 1, and that is going to equal 7. Now that is my new numerator. And finally, I am going to steal this 6 from over here, which was my denominator before, and stick it underneath. So now I have created an improper fraction. So go ahead now and continue practicing on the page.